So I'm Jaden Strumeier. I'm from New Jersey originally. I play soccer, and that's kind of what brought me out here. I was playing in Spain most recently, and I had gotten injured, came back, got surgery, lived in Los Angeles I have some family out here. And yeah, I just ended up finding out about HealthFit and just went from there, really. I've been playing soccer since I can't even remember. My first word was ball. So like that was like always the way that I had grown up, was just with a soccer ball. I always had a soccer ball. My dad had me dribbling through cones as soon as I could walk. Like it's always been, for me, like the #1 priority. Like when it was school or soccer, student athlete, it was like soccer. So like it's always been for me the most important thing. It's always been the same. I support Manchester United. Right now, unfortunately, we're not doing too hot, but it's always been the same. I'll never change my allegiances. The first time I ever went, I have a lot of family from England. So the first time I went to England, I saw the stadium, just fell in love with it. And then from there on, I just have been Manchester United the whole way. Different. I think the US has come a long way in terms of improving their soccer culture. I think you see it in the fans and the attendance and the way that the game's really growing in all the different divisions. But when you go to Europe, especially Spain, like that's like their life. Their life revolves around like football, as they call it. Their life revolves around the game. Like they'll die for it. Like, and that's, for me, my mentality, like the way that I view soccer as well, like that suited me so well, and I'm really happy to see that it's growing so much in the United States. I think it's amazing. I think a lot of my characteristics and my qualities and everything come from being a soccer player. I left home when I was 15 years old. I moved away, 16 actually. I moved away by myself. So living on my own really developed my maturity, my leadership aspects, my personality. Like I had to grow a lot quicker than a lot of people would who leave for college at like 19 years old. I did that kind of 3 years earlier. So it just gave me a head start onto life. The way that I carry myself, and you know, a lot of the stuff is off the field. It's not even about on the field. So just the person that I've turned into, I feel like, is fully shaped by my experiences playing soccer. A little bit of being homesick for sure. I think it's one thing about life especially is like you're always gonna face some trials and tribulations, and not having anybody to turn to directly, because I had moved out to Arizona. My whole family was in New Jersey, so there was a time difference there. It wasn't that easy to talk to them every day. And just having to figure everything out on your own, like you don't have your parents to go back to and just say, hey, I need help with this. Like it's all over the phone conversations. And I feel like that's where I struggled a little bit, but that's also where the beauty is too, because I made a lot of friendships and relationships with coaches, players, like teammates, roommates, like these people I lived with, I trained with, I was with them 24/7. And I have some experiences and memories that'll last me a lifetime that I'm extremely grateful for. So yeah, so as I mentioned, I was playing in Spain. I was playing in a game, and as I was dribbling, I got tripped and fell, and I landed on like my right arm. And when I hit the turf, my arm kind of popped up, and I just heard a couple pops in my shoulder. And while I was there, they sent me for x-rays. Those came back negative, so they basically told me like you could keep on playing. And unfortunately, I kept on playing for like a month after that. I couldn't push, I couldn't do one push-up. I couldn't lift my arm past like parallel. And I eventually went home to get it scanned because I knew something was wrong. And it showed that I had a tear in my rotator cuff in my labrum. So I had to get a full operation, full repair on all that stuff. And then when I was home in New Jersey, I scheduled physical therapy with a place over there. And when I walked in, it wasn't a good fit. Like the way that they handled it, the way that they talked to me about it, the way that like their confidence in getting me back, because I need to be ready as soon as possible to keep on playing. And they just didn't seem confident enough in themselves that they could do the job. So then the search kind of came where I was looking for a new place to go to. I had come out here for the holidays, so this is in December, and eventually came across HealthFit. Jason especially is who I got referred to with his background and knowledge. And I reached out to him, he put me in contact with everybody here, and I came in for a visit, and when I met Cheri and Jason for the first time, it was just a completely different switch. You could tell how like their professionalism, their confidence, the way that I was speaking to them, they were answering me quickly and like very persuasive. Like they made me believe genuinely that they could get me back as soon as possible, and that's what we did. When I got my surgery, they told me it was probably going to take me 7 to 8 months until I'd be back on the field. And it's been not even 5 months since I got my surgery, and I'm preparing to go play next week for a new team. Well, so funny enough, it was for a penalty. So as soon as I got fouled, like I felt it, like I knew something was wrong, but the only thing on my mind was like, I have to score. Like now, I was like, if this is how it's gonna happen, like I have to score. So I grabbed the ball, put it down, scored. And then at halftime, like I realized like I couldn't even move my arm. Like I played the rest of the half. Halftime came, couldn't move my arm. I was sitting on the bus on the way back from the game, just like moving it around like, come on, bro, like it can't be bad. Because it's kind of that initial shock more than anything, like that just terrifies you, because one injury can disrupt your whole career. And unfortunately, it was worse than I probably thought it could have been. Ultimately, when I talked to the doctor about getting surgery, he had mentioned, you know, soccer, obviously for me is extremely important, but life is also gonna be there when soccer is not at the end of the day. So getting the surgery, because there were two options. I could have not gotten the surgery and just tried to play through it with injections, or I could have gotten the surgery and just made sure I was good, make a full recovery and give myself like the best quality of like life almost. And so we decided to go with that just because soccer is important, but life is more important. So getting the right treatment and recovery for the rest of my life, so I don't have to deal with the problems that I was dealing with before. As a professional athlete, like talking to other people that are genuine professionals at what they do, like as soon as I came in here and I saw the setup and you know the people that were already on the floor doing their exercises and the way that everybody was working with everybody, and then I sat down with Cheri and Jason and just talked to them, like I could tell from as soon as they started talking how educated they were, how much they knew about what they were doing. Like it was a no-brainer. Like as soon as I had left from my consultation, I told everybody like, yeah, this is where I need to go. Like they have the facility for my recovery and the people for it. Like this is gonna be the place that I need to be if I wanna be back as soon as possible. I mean, honestly, I could sit here all day and say good things about Cheri, genuinely. She's so personable. Like she's an amazing person. We have had so much in common. It's been so amazing getting to work with her. I don't know, like it's been so cool. I mean, she pushed me. I think that's an important thing. Like even certain things that I didn't know if I could necessarily do, she would push me to do. She was very diligent. Like she took notes on everything I would say, and she would keep up with she would update my plan. I would keep her updated on my plan. We had really good communication, and it really benefited my progress. Like everything that I would tell her, she would take and advance, and then it would just be like, ever since I've been here, it just was like a straight line. It never dipped, never, like there were some days that I felt this. I was like, Cheri, I feel this. She said, okay, boom, boom, boom. I didn't feel it anymore. Like it was just stuff like that. She's amazing for sure. Yeah, so I've heard about the hyperbaric chamber, but I had never done it before. The first time I went in it, I remember Jason, he was like, you know, if you have any problems in here, you just twist this button and you'll be fine. But he's like, you should only have problems if you're like a baby. And I was like, oh, okay. Like you just scared me. I was like, I've just met this guy. And then I got in and I wasn't nervous, but now I was nervous because I was like, I can't be the person that has a problem with the H to be twisting. No, but I put the mask on, I laid there. The first couple times I was in there, it kind of like threw me off because you're wearing the mask and you have the oxygen flowing. But it's the benefits of it I saw throughout my whole process. Like the work that I've been doing on my own and in here, I don't think I would have been able to do without having like maximizing my recovery. And I think HBOT does exactly that. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I'm not the best student. So some of the things that they told me about it, they kind of just, like they say, oh, it's great for your body, it's great for your recovery, it's gonna make you become a better soccer player quicker. Okay, that's all I need to know. Obviously there's so much more that goes into it. Getting like the fresh oxygen straight from wherever. But yeah, I mean, it's been a big help for me. Yeah, so that's been brand new since I've been here. And the first time I did it, I just walked into the room and Cheri was like, all right, let's go. And I was like, wait, what? I didn't know what to expect. And then, I mean, it was awesome. I mean, it's like the massage gun, but with a little bit of like a shock. And I don't know exactly what it does, but it works. Like I remember there's one video on the Instagram, if you guys want to check it out, at HealthFit LA. And and I put my arm behind my back and it wasn't like, it was fine. And then we did the Shockwave for 15 minutes and then I did it again and it was a massive difference. So it clearly has, like, it clearly works, like it's evident. No, I wasn't scared just because I trust Cheri. Like, she's put me through a lot of different things and like I haven't been scared to do anything just because like she's made me feel good about it. And it also is exciting, like a brand new piece of equipment in the office, like yeah, I want to try, like yeah, do it on me, I want to try it. No, it was really cool. I think a lot of people should try it. Again, I don't know exactly like what it does or what you can use it on, but for my shoulder and for what I had after the surgery, like I think I used it 3 weeks and I do feel like it made a difference. For me, as a professional like athlete and soccer player, like one of the things that you learn the most is just trust. Like you trust your teammates, especially when you're playing. It's like the biggest thing. Like if I don't trust you and you don't trust me, then we're not gonna be able to have a relationship. Like the connection on the field that we have is not gonna be what it needs to be. And the same thing goes for in here. Like from day one, moment one, I put all my trust in Cheri, and Cheri had to do the same with me because she gave me things to do at home. She gave me exercises, stretches, she gave me a lifting plan. So she's trusting me just as much as I trust her. And I feel like the trust that we had with each other, like really developed a good connection between us. And it was almost like, it genuinely felt like we were just like friends. Like, and I feel like that was the biggest thing, like just building that personal relationship and knowing that everything that she was saying and recommending me to do was only gonna make me better. Supportive? Nah, I'm playing. Yeah, no, they're cool, man. I mean, they, like, I was saying this to Cheri just the other day, like, since I've been here, like, I'm not from here, so I don't have, like, a friend group, or I don't have, like, people to, like, so I spent, for the past, like, 5 months, every time I was in here for 3 hours, from, like, 9 to 12 every single day. So this is where I would get my social interaction in. Like, this is where I would, like, talk, and as everyone here has now gotten to know me, like, I like to talk, I like to build relationships with people, and not having that, because like I'm used to being in the locker room with teammates and talking and bantering back and forth, and I didn't have that for a while when I got my surgery. And then when I came in here and then started to build a relationship with everyone at the front desk, especially Al. I mean, that's my guy. So they've been really cool. They've been supportive. They've helped me with the HBOT, the red light, like setting up my appointments. Like they've been professional, but they've also been just some really cool friends too. 100%. I think coming from me, like if you're a high level athlete and you get injured and you want to come back as soon as possible, this is the place to be, but that doesn't have to be a high level athlete. If you're just a person who wants to get better quickly, like, because what I've realized is you go to these physical therapy places and they prolong your recovery. It's like you go in one day and you do like a little bit of a change, and then you go in the next day and it's just a little bit more than you did the next day. Like, I really felt here that I just made leaps every time I was in here. It was every week, she was like, oh, it looks good. And then the next week was like, whoa, that looks so much better than the last week. And it just kept on building like that over and over and over again. There wasn't a week where I felt like I took a step back. So honestly, if you want to get better as quick as you possibly can, like, this is the place to be. There's every machine, piece of equipment, the people, like, yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Hey, if you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification for our latest tips coming to you every week. Share this video with your family and friends. It might just make their day a little bit better. I'll see you soon.